Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. We here to do some more reviews, man. Ain't much to say. If y'all liking the content, drop a like down below and then definitely subscribe. So let's look at more I guess financial advice. It's the Credit CEO channel. So I'm not a financial advisor or nothing like that. I fix credit and I've been doing it so long, I just have like low tolerance for people who put out misinformation. So I'm going to react to some things and, some things I get right, some things I get wrong. I think this will be trying to call edutainment, which is trying to be entertaining, but it's going to be educational at the same time. So hopefully y'all learn something, let's get it. All right. So let's go over to this guy. Looks like he's trying to sell me something.
Here's 3 easy tips to help you increase your credit score immediately. Number 1, stop using debit and stop using cash and use your credit card for every single purchase possible.
All right. I'm trying not to stop a lot, but that is the single worst advice I ever heard in my life. Stop using debit and use only your credit cards. Now I think he's talking about business owners. Maybe he's talking about business owners. Hopefully he's talking about business owners, because I can see a world where a business owner would want to use more credit than debit because of the systems, the people we got to pay and stuff like that. Like it makes sense, I guess. But I used to believe his logic. And here's why I don't believe it anymore. We had a slow fourth quarter in our business, and those credit card bills, after the 0% interest or whatever, it goes to like 20%. So just imagine 20% of your revenue going out the window, something like that, right? So on $1,000 loan to yourself, I guess you got to pay $300 a month or something like that. Like it's weird math. I wouldn't listen to this guy. It's hard enough to run a business, and unforeseen stuff comes up. Whatever. Let's hear what else he got to say. I'm not optimistic about what he's about to say next. Let's get it.
When you use debit and cash, you get absolutely nothing. But when you use credit, you're going to get cash back, you're going to get travel points, and your score is going to go up every single time you pay it off. And that leads me to number 2 is when you pay it off, always pay it off 5 days before the billing date. So if your billing date is on the 10th, pay it off on the 5th. 5 days is the secret number. It's what will make your score go the highest. Don't question it. Just believe me. And
hold on. Don't question it. Just believe me. And I would have been cool with the explanation. Maybe he's just trying to make this short and sweet so he can sell his course or his funding program, which I'm sure he has, because there's no other reason why somebody on TikTok would be telling you something like this. Don't look at what I'm telling you, just do it because I'm right. Nah. I don't know the other stuff he said. That kind of messed me up. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear what else he got to say.
number 3, never ever close a credit card. When you close a credit card, you lose all that credit history, and that goes towards your score and making it higher in the long run. Always leave all your cards open. If they naturally close on their own because you're not using them, that's okay. But you should also try not to let that happen as well. And what you can do is just make one small purchase on every card every month. You can literally just go buy a smoothie somewhere for like $4 and then just pay it off 5 days before the billing date. That'll keep the card open and it'll keep that credit history on your file to help your score stay higher. These 3 things will help your credit score go up.
Okay, yeah. Keep a small balance. Smoothie is good. Buy a candy bar or something just to keep your card alive. If you close your card, it's definitely gonna take away from your utilization, your active utilization. And that could drop your score if you carry a balance on other cards, right? But I guess that was good advice. But it won't close like it won't erase the 7 years of history. It won't erase the history. You still got 7 years before they can remove it from your credit report. Like I got closed credit cards on my credit report right now that is actively reporting history. You know what I'm saying? Like the history don't go away just because you close the card. It does mess with the utilization though. So I guess he have right.
Fast. And when you reach a 700 plus, or if you're already at a 700 plus, you can qualify for a good round of business funding. This is what me and one of my business partners do, is we help our clients get approved.
I ain't trying to judge you, but you got a neck day to talk about business funding. I do have a love-hate relationship with funding people, which you guys will figure out really quick that I hate putting people in debt. But yeah, let's keep
the
this.
highest amount of business lines of credit possible. Business credit is great because it doesn't show up on your personal credit report. Therefore, you can use business credit as investment capital to acquire real estate or whatever investments you want to get into. It'll take time to pay off that investment, of course, to get your ROI, your return on investment. But the best part is it will never affect your personal score as long as.
All right, I wouldn't use business credit for investments like that. I would use business credit to put gasoline on my existing business. I wouldn't use it to like put in the S&P 500 or throw into real estate, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong with real estate. It's too many touch points. And if you get 100,000, or let's say $300,000 in funding, I don't know what your interest rate is going to be, but what is the maximum amount of rent that you think you'll be able to get back if you get a $300,000 house? Like if you use credit to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, like would you get $2,000 a month back? Like $300,000 in business funding to invest in real estate is how much money? You know, there's different ways. Don't get me wrong. You can. There's a lot of different ways you can flip, you can buy and hold, you can wholesale, you can do a lot of things. But for the most part, I see people trying to buy and hold, especially if you don't know what you're doing.
It takes, even if you have high balances or whatever, your score is never going to drop.
Yeah, your score won't drop, but you will have to pay that money back, and it's going to be a lot of money. And God forbid your tenant don't pay. I had a tenant that didn't pay me. I had to pay 2 mortgages. I don't wish that on anybody. Let's go.
Credit is completely separated from personal credit. If you're a U.S. citizen, you have a 700 plus credit score, you have no negative marks, and you have at least 2 personal credit cards. I want you to DM me the word.
Oh, we not DMing you. If we got a 700 credit score, 2 credit cards, and what else? What was the requirements? If I already got 2 credit cards and I got 700 credit score, I'm not DMing you. I'm going straight to the bank. Why not go to the bank? I think I know I got people who mentor people, right, in business funding. But then number one thing is, before they get you business funding, they'll show you how to make money. Anybody who shows you how to get business funding should show you how to make money, because all they're doing is getting you in debt. These people get you in debt and then they disappear. They get you in so much debt. Like, imagine having $1 million in funding and you never had $1 million before. Like, what would you do with $1 million? In the chat, let me know what y'all would do with $1 million. I know what I did with $1 million, and it was not what I thought I was gonna do. Yeah, so much taxes and stuff to pay for $1 million.
On TikTok or Instagram, and I will help you get set up with a call to see if we can help you get a.
All right, I'm stopping him. He has nothing else. All right, guys, I didn't watch this one yet. I really want to like cold react to something, so this is my first one that I didn't at least like watch to see if it was good. Y'all ready? Let's go.
I learned this trick on TikTok and I increased my credit score by 150 points. I taught it to my girlfriend and her credit score is now like 821. She never told me how much she started off at, but she's like blown away by how much it increased her credit score. So in a short period of time. So all you need to do is pay off half of your credit card bill 15 days before.
No. Instantly no. Who is saying this? I've been doing that for 3 months and haven't seen an increase. Please help. Like, literally, when y'all say stuff on TikTok and then people come back and comment and then they get this many likes, yeah. This has been proven false several times. I heard that it's not good to pay off your credit card in full. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a statement balance date thing, and it is, you know, I had a friend who said that. He said the one time you accidentally find something out and you're wrong, but it works, you'll go and tell everybody the wrong thing that worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, My mentor used to say this: the only thing that stops you from $10 million is making $1 million. You'll get comfortable there. And I'm like, okay, I think this kind of applies here. It's like she did this thing and it worked for her because she paid her balance before the statement balance date. Matter of fact, she paid her card off. Like she paid her card, which she probably don't do often. I don't know her. And her friend did it too. Oh, let me pay my credit card down. Let me see if it works. And she actually paid her credit card for real. And now she's like, oh, I just paid it twice. It works.
Or the minimum payment is due. Then when it comes time to pay the minimum payment or the full credit card off, you pay off the entire credit card. If you can't,
come on, man. I do this. She paid off the whole credit card.
Afford to do half the payment 15 days before your bill is due, and then the remainder when the time comes around when it's due, then just do as much as you can, whatever the amount is, as long as you're doing this pattern of 15 days before and then on the day you're making a payment. Something about it like increases your credit score. And also, if you fall off of track and you like miss it by a couple days, it's okay. Just stay as close to that pattern as possible and you'll see like a crazy improvement. So learn this.
Wow. Paying off your credit card will increase your credit score. Man, that's crazy. You know what's crazy about this? How many likes it got? It got 78,000 likes. Now, the comments is crazy because, you know, people really know what's going on. She just paid a credit card. But the saves is 35,000. Like, that's actually insane to me. All right, I'm actually scared to watch this, but I'm going to watch it live with y'all. I'm actually scared to watch this. It don't got that many likes. It's probably because she looked angry. The other girl looked nice. Oh, I just see the comment. They can garnish your check. This is about to be a good one. Let's get it.
Stop sending your hard-earned money to these debt collectors, to these collection agencies. You don't owe them jack. You don't owe them nothing, right? Once the original creditor has sold the debt.
No. I think I heard some lady say this. She was like, y'all be loud and wrong. Like this is the sovereign citizen, loud but wrong. Everything is paid off. I feel sad for people. Like, you know what's crazy though? Like, when people get good information, it really don't go that far. You know, people get the good information and then they get the results and then they dip. So it don't be that much traction. But this hoping and prayer that, you know, you don't have to pay nobody is crazy. Like, there's actually laws about how these debt collectors can collect from you. Like, there's laws about how they can collect. So how can, you know, I don't know what else to say.
That to a collection agency, they forfeit the right to collect. Now, here's a tip. If a debt collector or a collection agency, whoever they are, is coming after you saying that you owe, ask them for the original signed contract. And I'll tell you this, sending a bill is not a contract.
She's right. She is right. And this is one of those things where like you wrong, but you right at the same time. They're not going to send you no contract. You know what I'm saying? Because the contract was an application. That's all it was. All they need is an application. All they need to. Oh my God, her name's the credit bully. Yeah. So going through credit repair, learning the business and stuff like that, there's like kind of like levels and tiers, and this is a little branch off where it's like, I want to live for free, or they're not supposed to do this, right? You know, stuff like that. Now, working with a lawyer has opened my eyes up to credit in a way that, you know, is crazy. Like, she's not wrong. You can ask for this information, but if they don't give it to you, what are you going to do? If they take you to court and sue you, what are you going to do? Because if you ask for this information and they got it.
So here's a tip to get it removed. I want you to pull your report, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experience, and I want you to look for inaccuracies. Last date, open date, close date, balance reporting, wherever you see an inaccuracy, you can get it removed. You need help with your credit? Hit your girl up. I'm Rim THA Credit Lady, y'all. And as always, follow me for more tips.
Hey, follow her for more tips. Okay, now here's the catch-22. She was talking about debt collection practices, but then she started talking about the FCRA. Now, working with a lawyer, this is where it gets really tricky. Like, I can't give y'all financial advice. Y'all not signing up with me or nothing. So I'm gonna just tell y'all, it gets real tricky when you start splitting out laws that don't work, because then you get yourself in a situation. And I had to turn away clients because I seen some disputes they sent, and I'm like, hey, look, I can't help you no more. You just gonna have to just keep disputing. Like, we could take this to court, but you're gonna lose when they start to depose you. You know what I'm saying? But half of what she's saying is true, and half of what she's saying is true, but it's the FCRA, not the FDCPA. So she's like telling she's saying two different things in like one and combining them, which will get you laughed out of court. But I mean, will it work? Yeah. I mean, a dead clock is wrong 2 times a day. So, all right, let's try to get in one or two more. Let me see. All right. I think it's the same lady that be writing. Are you supposed to pay back the balance full if you can? I'm new to credit cards. Okay, this might be actually a good video.
The sooner you understand it, the better off you'll be. Credit cards are not supposed to be used as an extension of our income. Ask anyone in credit card debt if they wish they would have realized this sooner. I will guarantee you they would say yes.
Man, this is about to be a good one. Credit cards is not an extension. Credit cards is for emergencies only. And then you're supposed to have an emergency fund. Like, yeah, she right, because I am that person. I was that person. I'm still am that person. I still be using credit cards. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got money in the bank and still be swiping on cards. I need help.
What happens is we get credit cards and we think that it is an extension of our income. Like we have an extra $500 to spend. So we spend our $1,000 income and the credit line of $500. Now we're $500 short because we have to pay that back. What you should do instead, if you need to spend $300 on your card, you need to make sure when you spend your cash income not to spend that $300 so then you can pay it back to the credit card. Credit cards are great for something.
That's crazy that we need TikTok for people to tell us not to spend money that we don't got. Like, oh, that's crazy. I guess I do need somebody to tell me not to spend the money that I don't got, because I won't tell myself.
Things like earning rewards. If you need to do a large purchase that you could spread out over months instead of paying all at once, sometimes we're more comfortable doing that. They also offer better purchase and fraud protection, meaning if somebody takes your card and racks up a bunch of charges, you're not going to be responsible for that. So there's positives and negatives to using credit cards, but what you don't want to do is go rack up a bunch of debt because you used it as an extension of your income. I promise you will not like the results of this. So
Facts, 100%. I bought a couch with a credit card, and they ran it as a cash advance. I was really upset because cash advances are charged different than a regular credit purchase. So yeah, so I could afford the couch. I think it was like $1,500. So I just put $500 to the credit card every month. Done with it in 3 months. You know, wasn't nothing too big, but yeah, that this is the way you're supposed to be using credit cards in the first place. You're not supposed to be buying your favorite designer clothes and stuff, or going out on dates with it and stuff, trying to impress your lady. But let's try to get one more in.
remember, if you
All right, y'all. I listened to this one already, and rarely do I 100% agree with people. I'm gonna let this run all the way through, and I'm gonna talk about some of the points she made. All right, go.
Please be careful with these Affirm accounts. Let me tell you about a nightmare that this woman is experiencing because she is dealing with this Affirm account. So this woman I know for the last couple of months has been in the home buying process, and she bought something about a month ago online, and it gave her the option to check out with the firm. So she selected it. She had the money, but she just decided to pay with the firm. And because of that, it's now messing up her home loan. So this $200 Affirm account that she got is now a problem, and the lender is now telling her that she may not qualify for the loan anymore. So a lot of people don't know, but when you open up an Affirm account, a lot of times it reports to your credit report. And when it reports to your credit report, that's a brand new account. Now, new accounts can shorten your average history because 15% of your credit score is history. So with that new account, that will shorten your average history. That's why I always say, be very strategic with what you put on your credit report, because every new account will shorten your average history. Affirm is not an attractive account to have on a credit report. Financing $200 does not financially look responsible on a credit report. When you apply for something, lenders are looking at your entire credit report, not just your score. So what is on your credit report really matters. And having Affirm accounts are considered low-level accounts. So you don't want to have too many of those. If you don't have to have any of those, that's great. But if you do, you don't want to have too many of those on your credit report. So if you are in the process of getting a loan or you're applying for something that's really important, do not get Affirm accounts because that's a new account that can drop your score. So I really hope she's able to get her home. Let's pray for her. Just send her good juju. Y'all don't know her, but just pray for her, okay? Thank you.
Man, this one was amazing. Let me wrap this up real quick. All right, so what she was describing was subprime loans. If you keep getting subprime loans, it'll hurt your ability to get really good, I guess, funding like that other guy was saying. All right, those subprime loans do hurt you. And sometimes they'll re you up for another loan when you keep using it. So let's say you pay off that $200, right? Let's say you take a month to pay it off, $50 a week. If you get it again, it's going to be like another new extension of credit. So your history will absolutely be damaged by it, especially going through the home buying process. 15% of your points is average age of credit history. And it's the average, but if your credit profile is thin, you only got like 3 or 4, maybe 5 accounts that are new, and you're like finally over like the 2-year mark, or let's say you got like 5 years credit history and you get like 2 Affirm accounts or something like that. Let's say, getting home. I think she was getting furniture or something. I don't know what she was doing, but she got that account. It could set her back probably like 30 points. 30 points when trying to get a house, and that's a different bracket for some people. All right. Well, all right, guys. Thank y'all for sitting through this with me. I really want to make this educational and informational, so like something like education, entertainment type thing. So if y'all want me to review any specific type of videos, drop them down below. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm gonna drop my Instagram down below. Y'all can follow me there. Just drop some stuff y'all want me to react to, and I'll do it. And I answer some of the questions. I might not be 100% right all of the time, but I'm not wrong all the time. I think that made sense. I don't know. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Stay safe in these internet streets. Peace.